I've had the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392 for just over 1 year now and thought it would be a good time to provide an update on my experience over the first year of ownership. As you can see, the Jeep is sitting on 35-inch tires. Those are Falcon All-Terrain AT3Ws wrapped around AEV Bora wheels. On the front of the Jeep, you'll see that I've put a Warn winch on, KC lights, and I'm running the Factor 55 hook. Running the Rock Blocks front mud flaps. Those are extra large, the gold lettering. Mods that I've installed on the interior of the Jeep: 67 Designs phone mount, as well as GoPro mount, Carolina Metal Masters grab rail ball. In the back, you can see that I'm running the Springtail Solutions tailgate table. Love this thing. Made in the USA. Got a power tank on the inside of the Jeep. Went with the Spider Web Shade JL Keeney, both front and back. Love that thing. Definitely a game changer on days like this. We'll go into the details of these mods in this video, but the first thing that needed to be done to the 392 was moving from the stock 33-inch mud terrains to a 35-inch tire. I think we all agree that the 392 looks like it skipped leg day stock. Honestly, I think it has a cool look though, because it just accentuates the lift. However, I wanted to move away from the mud terrains and move into 35-inch all-terrains. I had just put a set of AEV Bora wheels wrapped in 35-inch Falcon AT3Ws on my 2019 Rubicon before trading it. So I swapped the stock setup for the 35s just a few weeks after I purchased the Jeep. I still have the stock wheels and tires at home in my garage, and I've debated on whether to run a set of 35-inch mud terrains for the summer on those wheels or just wait until I'm ready to make the move up to 37s. The jury's still out on whether I will make that move or not. The Jeep looks great sitting on 35s. The next necessary mod to install after swapping out the 33s for 35s was the Taser Mini. Now, this is another mod that I had on my 2019, pulled it off that Jeep before trading it in, installed it on the 392. If you don't know about the Taser Mini, look into it. It is well worth the money. There's so much that you can do with that. After installing the 35s and the Taser, I just went ahead and started installing mods that I've learned over the years that I like, and I didn't want to waste any time. I bought the Jeep new on July 21st of 2021. In the first year, I've put about 7,000 miles on it. Most of those miles have been in-town city driving, but I have taken it on several road trips, camping trips. It's been off-road multiple times. I've had it at Silver Lake Sand Dunes 2 or 3 times. I've had it to Drummond Island, and I've had it at Hollyoaks Off-Road Park. What do I like about the 392 after 1 year of ownership? I like a lot. Let me start with the ride and understand that my 392 is the standard 392. It is not the XR, so I have no idea how the suspension on the XR model differs from the standard 392, but the Fox shocks really soak up the bumps and maintains its composure even on some of the nasty roads we have up here. I would love to ride in a 392 XR model just to compare and contrast. I did a video a few months after I purchased the Jeep titled 5 Things to Love about the 392, and I'm not going to rehash that video. I really wanted to just talk about how my perception and opinion has changed or hasn't changed during the first year. One of the things that I did not talk about in that first video was Off-Road Plus mode, and I have discovered this mode and it is a guilty pleasure of mine. I love driving around town in Off-Road Plus mode. It's not the best for fuel economy, I'm sure, but it's an absolute hoot and something that I've learned to really love and enjoy in the first year. I use the Off-Road Plus mode when I take this Jeep to the dunes, but never thought about using it on the road until recently. Here's the accessory gauges that come up when you engage Off-Road Plus. Really cool. Another thing that I've grown to enjoy, and I don't think I've mentioned it in previous videos, but the paddle shifters. When I first got this Jeep, I thought it was a bit gimmicky, and then realized that they were really useful off-road. Now I find myself using them from time to time when I'm hooning around town. Really cool feature. Spoiler alert, I'm really happy with the 392 after 1 year of ownership. Of course, I have a few nitpicks, and I did a video 5 things not to love about the 392. I still stand by what I said in that video, but a few other things that have bothered me. I've noticed a few fit and finish issues, things that are not deal breakers, but that should be better on a vehicle that costs $80,000. I talked about the steering in my video 5 things not to love and took some heat in the comments section. Listen, this is not my first Jeep. It's not my first rodeo. And I know it's a solid front axle vehicle, but the steering on my 392 from the factory was subpar. It has improved now that I've moved to the 35-inch tires. So maybe it had something to do with my Falcon Mud Terrain 33s. I'm still not completely happy with it, so I think I may buy an aftermarket or a stiffer steering dampener and see if that firms things up in the front end. Obviously, the reason that you buy a 392 is for that 6.4 liter 392 cubic inch V8 under the hood. And yes, I love the motor, but what I've realized in the first year is that I love it because it doesn't care what wheel and tire combo I put on this Jeep. When I had moved to the 35s with my Rubicon with a 3.6, I mean, the thing became a dog, and this Jeep doesn't care. So I know that if I do want to move to 37s in the future or 39s, whatever I want to do with this Jeep, this motor can handle. As far as fuel economy goes, I get between 12 and 14 in the city, depending upon how I drive, and I get 16 to 17 on the highway. Overall, I'm good with that. Not bad at all. So if I knew then what I know now, would I buy the 392 again? Absolutely. I would buy it again in a heartbeat. This Jeep has been so much fun. It's brought so much joy to me and my family. In the first year of ownership, I would buy it again in a heartbeat. How could I not love a convertible off-road vehicle with a muscle car motor? If I was placing an order for a 2023 Wrangler Rubicon 392, I might do a few things differently. And that will be my next video. I'll go through the Jeep website, build a 2023 after 1 year of ownership with this 392, and let you know what I would do differently. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, tell all of your Jeep fanatic friends about the channel. Take care.